Hey, good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time of the day that you are joining us. Willie Cox here with
Chris Steiner
from the MVDSA. And we don't know what to call this thing, do we, Chris? It's our kind of our hybrid cast, kind of a podcast, kind of a vloggy thingy. I don't know.
Yep, exactly.
So this Thanksgiving week, get to eat some good food and hopefully watch some good football.
Yep.
So you got any favorite things that you do on Thanksgiving besides eat?
Me, well, unfortunately, one of my favorite things is to visit with my sister's family, and that's not going to happen this year, unfortunately, but my son will be available to hang out with us. We watch a little football, although this year I think it's, I don't know, is it Washington and Dallas?
It's not interesting enough that you know.
I think it's Washington and Dallas. I don't know. I don't really know either one of those teams, but
I know what's up with that. Well, yeah, I kind of hate that the kibosh has been put on those big family gatherings. Those are always a lot of fun, but
it is what it is.
Yeah, for a lot of people, better safe than sorry, right?
Yep, that's right.
Well, hey, let's talk about a couple of things and bring folks up to speed. Our calendars are here.
Yep, they are.
Man, they look great. Thanks a huge ton to our great photographers. And of course, the subject matter is the star of the show.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, these folks have very photogenic, take some great pictures, make you smile. And so we're looking forward to getting those out. Tell us a little bit about when those will be heading out and how folks might be able to get one if they haven't done that yet, Chris.
Right. The ones that were ordered on the Rally site, we'll start mailing those out next week. And then we created another order ability on our website, which is available to you today. There's some discounts in there for volume and that kind of thing. So it'll be on the website, our main website under the donation, and then there'll be a link to buying calendars. Also, I'll be sending out information to those folks that definitely had their individual with Down syndrome in the calendar, and then I'll, that kind of thing, so that and there'll be some stuff sent out, more broadly as well.
Awesome. So mvdsa.org, click on the donate button in the top, I think it's the top right corner, and that'll open up a menu of various ways, and the calendar is listed there.
Yep, that's correct.
All right. And if you haven't secured yours, now you know how to do that.
Yep.
And go right on the website, mvdsa.org, and do that. So we have another event that's coming up, and man, with COVID and stuff, we've kind of been minimized on what we can do, but tell us a little bit about what's going on at Clifton Mills.
Yep, we're doing a Clifton Mills night on Thursday, December 10th. We limited that event to 100 people, and we hit that number this past weekend. So that registration is now closed. Those individuals that have registered will, receive their bracelets or wristbands in the mail if you haven't already received them. You need to ensure you bring those wristbands with you the night of the event. And if you don't have those bracelets or wristbands, you can still go. You can still enjoy the lights, but you'll have to pay the full $10 entry fee. So that again is, bring those wristbands, put them in your car or something like that when you get the mail. That way, they're in the car that you're going to be taking and that kind of thing. That's what I do because I forget things all the time. Anyway, Thursday, December 10th, beginning at 6:00.
Well, it's going to be a great time. Also, if you have questions about COVID, find out your answers on Clifton Mills' website. I'm sure they will be listing their protocols there. So that's the best thing to do is see what they are doing. I know they have a shop and they do have like a little place you can order some food or drinks and something like that. And I'm sure that there will be mask necessities inside those, but please go to their website to find out what they have as their protocol, so that way we can all be compliant with that.
Yeah, that's cliftonmill.com and /Christmas.
I think it's going to be a good time. So speaking of the holidays, we are working on some virtual holiday activities. So give us maybe a little bit about that and when people are going to be able to maybe have a little more information rolled out.
Right. We're still working on some of those things. So one of them is going to be, I believe it's 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Which means I think we're going to be reading some stories, and then we're hoping for some other things as well.
So the details will be coming. So be watching for those in MailChimp newsletters and emails and stuff that'll be coming out. And that way you'll be able to take advantage of those things. So that's kind of some updates, some bullet points on what's going on, what's happening. Let's kind of go ahead and move in. This is, as we said, Thanksgiving week, and there's going to be a lot of food. There was a poll that was taken, and it was titled the Turkey Day Expose. It was conducted by the Harris Poll folks, and we want to hear what you have to say, but they had some pretty surprising findings. They wanted to know what Thanksgiving Day food that people secretly hated the most. And right at the top of the list, Chris, cranberry sauce.
That's right. Cranberry sauce is the worst.
How do you feel about cranberry sauce?
I can take it or leave it.
Yeah. So you can take it or leave it. So you're a part of that about 68% that said they're not fans necessarily, but they eat it anyway.
I won't. I probably wouldn't choose it. If it landed on my plate, I'd figure out how to deal with it. But
yeah.
How about you?
No, not a fan at all. I'm part of the 46% that find it kind of disgusting. Yeah, I've just never been able to do that. It's just not very palate pleasing to me. Mm-hmm. So how about all of you that are listening? What's the food that, man, you would be very happy to rake under the table and let the dog eat, or find its way in the trash? Put your comments down in the comment section. Whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube or wherever it is. Let us know what you don't like. So there was a couple honorable mentions in this article, which came from Thrillist.com, and green bean casserole and sweet potatoes or sweet potato casserole. They were honorable mentions in the poor reviews. Now, I personally I like green bean casserole.
Yes, me too.
Okay, so we're fans of that.
Yeah, I don't like the sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows and stuff. Yeah.
I'm not a huge marshmallow fan myself, and as a kid, I didn't like sweet potatoes at all. Now they're not too bad. I like them all okay. Yep. They're always good with some brown sugar in them, and I guess that kind of defeats the purpose. But hey, it tastes great, right?
Yep. I think when I was growing up, I had my family made this thing called Perfection salad, and I never quite figured out why it was called Perfection, because it was gross.
Oh.
It is lime jello with shredded carrots and celery in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It was pretty to look at, but it was really gross. And then you put a dollop of mayonnaise on it, or Miracle. Oh. Yeah.
Miracle Whip or mayonnaise? What were you?
It depended on your choice. It was your choice. And I chose none of those.
You chose neither. None of the above.
I don't understand Jell-O with vegetables. It doesn't make sense.
This doesn't mix, does it? So the Delish.com ran an article, and it was based off a tweet that went viral from Alexis Murillo, and she was talking about something very similar. This Jell-O, and for her it was the Jell-O and cream cheese concoction that people would make, and she thought, up till she was about 18, she thought everybody everywhere had this on their table, and so it was they called it seafoam salad. How's that for a name? Seafoam salad. Lime Jell-O, like you mentioned, and they used pears, cream cheese, and then Cool Whip. How about that? Things that make you go, How about you?
Well, I like each of those things separately. I don't know that I like them all together.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a lime green Jell-O casserole. I don't know, just kind of weird. So there's been there was someone else who noted on there in the comments that their mother did it for years with a cranberry Jell-O and fruit inside on a bed of iceberg lettuce, topped off with a generous dollop of mayonnaise. How about that?
Yay, delish.
They must have been reading off a similar recipe card.
Yeah, so you didn't have any of those kind of weird things growing up there, really?
No, we had a fruit salad. I forget what they called it, but it was basically like a can of mixed fruit and a tub of Cool Whip, and you just kind of mixed it all together and chilled it. And Yeah, no mayonnaise. I don't know. The whole Jello with vegetables is kind of weird to
It
me.
is.
Yeah. So what about you listening? You got some kind of strange thing that was served at your place, or somebody brought? I saw one place where someone said their boyfriend brought a bologna cake. How about that? Layers of bologna and ranch cream
Oh,
cheese or something in between the bologna, and
Cheese
then
whiz.
cheese whiz.
Mm.
How about that?
I don't know.
Does that sound delicious?
Sounds salty.
Sounds something. So back to your point, somebody has green Jello. They called it ambrosia salad. Again, all these different names. It says to have crushed pineapple untrained.
What's untrained?
I don't know. You ever train your pineapple?
I think maybe they meant undrained. Maybe it was
Yes, unstrained, undrained, something like
undrained.
that. I don't know. Most of my pineapple comes untrained.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't train my
I'm
pineapple.
guessing that was a typo, maybe.
I think so. A whole different deal there. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. You know that survey that we were talking about from the Harris poll a little earlier?
Yeah.
There were some other things that came out of that. How about this? 42% of millennials serve something else other than turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yep. As a matter of fact, when I told my son he's coming down, I said we're having turkey, and he was like, "Oh, I thought we'd do Cornish hen this year." I'm like, no, I thought about that, but
Yeah.
so
I don't know.
he's already a little disappointed about Thanksgiving dinner already.
Well, you've already bummed him out. I think these are 42% that's on the naughty list for Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't like turkey. What's
Turkey, yep.
23% of Americans don't like Thanksgiving leftovers. What about you? Are you a leftover kind of person?
Some things, not all. Some things don't taste so good leftover, but most of the stuff does. Yeah, I mean, I won't eat it for days and days.
Yeah. So what's anything you think might be better, even leftover? Like chili sometimes is better the second day, but
I don't know. I think pretty much everything kind of tastes the same, but the dressing's probably. I use dressing in my family. We don't stuff the turkey. Yeah. I'd say probably the dressing holds up pretty well.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. That would be mine. 59% of Americans look at Thanksgiving as an excuse to skip their diet.
That's right. Why wouldn't you?
I know. I mean, shouldn't that be 100%?
Yeah, I would think
What's
so.
up with that? What's wrong with these other, what we got, 41%? What's wrong with these people?
I know.
Right? Only 10% of people buy pecan pies ahead of Thanksgiving. Huh.
Okay.
Huh, how about that?
Buy them.
Good portion. 21% dismiss pumpkin pie altogether.
Well, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin pie either. Unfortunately for me, I'm not a big fan of pie, period. So,
well, that's okay. That's more for me.
I'm making lemon bars this year for
lemon bars.
Mm-hmm.
Are you starting a new tradition at your place?
I think so.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, how about you listening? You got a tradition that you always serve? Put it in the comments below. We'd love to read it. Love to see it. You got maybe something that you do that's special around Thanksgiving that you want to share with other people? It'd be a great place to put it down there and start a little comment thread, and let's enjoy each other's traditions and each other's foods, even if you think they're gross. Put it down there. We'll all have a good laugh together, right?
Yep.
Of course, when we won't be laughing, Chris, is when the kids spill their plate on the carpet.
Is it always the kids, Willie?
Well,
nope.
Nope.
No,
I think there are some adults who, mishaps happen, right?
Yep.
You got to clean that up. So we looked at a couple of places. There's a website, Quick and Dirty Tips. And it's about cleaning. Then there's the apartment therapy. Did you know apartments need therapy?
They do.
Yeah. Well, apartment living can be trying at times for sure.
Yeah.
So there's a therapy, apartmenttherapy.com. How about that?
Okay.
So they suggest mixing a fourth cup of salt, a fourth cup of borax. I don't have any borax around. Do you have any borax?
I do. I actually do have borax around.
And a fourth cup of vinegar. So I got 2 out of 3.
I got 3.
If you got stains, you can mix that into a paste and then rub it into the stain and let it dry, and then just vacuum it up, and it vacuums the stain and everything away. I'd like to see that. If anybody tries that, post a picture. Give us a before and after. That'd be pretty interesting to see.
Yeah.
They say if you have a specially soiled carpet, so I guess you spilled something and somebody ran through it with muddy shoes, right?
Oh,
Then you use 1 cup of vinegar to 2.5 gallons of water. Now, that's a lot of cleaning right there.
2.5 gallons of water.
I know. That's what they say. 2.5 gallons of water and 1 cup of white vinegar.
How big is said stain? It seems kind of.
I don't know. I think you must be cleaning your whole house at that point.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have these shampooers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just keep around the house. I imagine that those can come in handy. So they say to skip the shampoo in those modes because it leaves it in the carpet, and just use the salt, borax, and vinegar mix, and then
There you go.
yeah, and then if your carpet is still a little damp when you're putting your furniture, here's a hack. They have put aluminum foil under the legs to avoid any stain bleeding back onto the wet carpets. How about that?
Yeah.
Aluminum foil.
I wonder if Stanley and Steamer use that trick. Do they know that trick?
Oh, I don't know. I bet it's on their website.
That it could be.
Could be on their website. So
They don't want to give their tricks away.
Yeah, a little piece of aluminum foil. How about that? It's not just for keeping aliens away anymore.
That's right.
Well, that's going to wrap up this this section. I hope you guys have had a great time. I hope you've been able to post some stuff. We'd love to hear some of your experiences. If you've got a great cleaning hack that you want to throw down there in the bottom for all of us to be able to take advantage of, because things are going to get dirty during the holiday season. It just happens. We'd love to hear it. So, at this time of year, Chris, there are folks who are making and preparing their year-end contributions.
Yep.
And can all of that be done at the same place, the MVDSA.org?
Yep. You can even still donate on the Rally in the Valley site if you want to do there.
Is that still open?
Yep, it's still open.
No, how about that? That would be fantastic.
The Rally, or you can go to MVDSA.org, donate.
If you are in that mode, please think of us as you are preparing your end of year contributions. We certainly would appreciate that. Well, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope it's a great time for you, regardless of how you're celebrating this year. I hope that it's a wonderful time, a fun time. And if you're able to join in with friends and family, whether it's remotely or Zoom or phone, or maybe you've got some folks coming in. I know there's some friends of ours. They have their kids coming in from college, and they're pretty excited about that, to be able to see them again. So just be safe as possible with all that you do, and have a good time. What about you, Chris?
Be on the lookout for calendar information and other holiday activities.
Fantastic. I love it.
All right.
Well, that concludes this episode of whatever all this.
Whatever, MVDSA something or other.
Something bullet points from the hybrid cast podcast vlog thingy.
Information you can't live without.
Information you can't. I like that. Your day would not have been complete without you listening to this program, this podcast. All right. Well, have fun. We'll see you next time around.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.